It's week 6 of the 2028 season, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. Great game in store for y'all, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That's complete. It's Jalen Polk.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
To throw is Reed. Off play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now 2nd and 9. Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Gibbs straight ahead.
shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Now Stroud.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's 2nd best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Brown goes in motion left.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
That one caught by Polk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sport. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Jennings. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 34.
They run it with Hall off the option. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Delay of game, Austin.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Looking to throw. Reed, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery. Stroud.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Back to throw, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Stroud to throw it.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
And Stroud now to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Here goes Stroud again.
And it's caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Shoves him aside. And a great move again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This is 2nd and 8. And Chase will go in motion left. Stroud. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd down and goal. Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Reed. That's caught by Jennings. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Reed. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Reed. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Dragons offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The 2nd half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In motion left goes a tight end. Reed throwing to start the drive. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Reed
to the right side and intercepted. He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 2nd and 9 now. That's caught out right by Jennings. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Reed now from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Stroud.
It's complete downfield out left to his running back. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Stroud working out of the gun. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll run with Jefferson.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dragons are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New York ready to go again offensively.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll give to Hall. Down to about the 45.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Option play. Here's Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Reed. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Reed, off the play fake. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
19 yards. That's good for another Jets.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ball again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. Reed. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Jalen Polk
From 8 yards out.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Stroud keeps it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed out, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Gibbs again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Gibbs. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Stroud to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Reed. Being chased out left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw. Reed. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and 6 now. Gibbs straight ahead. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Hand off now to Gibbs. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Tokyo, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.